Hey, Mr. Watson, are you available to talk right now? I really need someone right now.
Of course, Daniel. I'm here for you. What's going on?
Everything has been all over the place for me emotionally lately. I can't seem to get a handle on anything. Some days I wake up and I forget Dad is gone. Then reality hits me like a truck.
That's completely normal. Grief comes in waves. Some days will be harder than others.
It's been 3 months now. 3 months since he just disappeared. One day he was here making his terrible coffee and complaining about the news. The next day he was just gone. His car was still in the driveway. His wallet was on the kitchen counter. He just vanished into thin air.
The police are still investigating, aren't they?
Yeah, but they have no leads. Nothing. It's like he never existed. But he did exist, Mr. Watson. He meant everything to me.
I know he did, Daniel. Tell me about your father. What did he mean to you?
He was all I had left after Mom died. He raised me by himself from the time I was 12. Never complained about it either. He worked 2 jobs to keep us afloat. Made sure I could go to college. He sacrificed everything for me. And now he's just gone. For him to just go missing one day was just tragic. I don't understand how someone can just disappear.
It must feel like your world has been turned upside down.
Exactly. I don't know how to function without him. The house feels so empty now. I keep expecting him to walk through the front door, but at least I managed to rescue his cat.
His cat?
Yeah, Mittens. Dad loved that cat more than anything. I found her sitting on his favorite living room chair the day he went missing. She looked so lost and confused, like she was waiting for him to come back. That's her right there. She's been living with me ever since. It's like having a piece of Dad still here with me.
That's wonderful, Daniel. Having that connection to your father can be very healing. Pets can provide great comfort during difficult times.
She does most of the time, but lately, I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy.
You can tell me anything, Daniel. This is a safe space.
I think the grief is making me lose my mind. I'm starting to have hallucinations about Mittens. Really disturbing ones.
What kind of hallucinations?
I see her walking around the house at night, but not like a normal cat. She's walking on 2 feet, like a person, standing upright.
When did this start?
About 2 weeks ago, the first time I thought I was dreaming. I woke up around 3 a.m. to get some water, and I saw this silhouette in the hallway. It looked like Mittens, but she was standing up, walking on her hind legs like a human. I blinked and she was gone. I convinced myself it was just a dream.
But it happened again?
Multiple times. Last night was the worst. I woke up and she was standing in the crack of my bedroom door, just watching me sleep. Her eyes were reflecting the light from the hallway, but she was completely upright, like a person standing there. It lasted for what felt like minutes. I was too scared to move.
What happened then?
I closed my eyes and counted to 10. When I opened them, she was gone. But in the morning, I found her sleeping normally in her bed, like nothing happened. I know this sounds ridiculous, Mr. Watson. I know I'm losing my grip on reality.
Daniel, extreme grief can manifest in many ways. Hallucinations, while distressing, are not uncommon. Your mind is trying to process an enormous trauma.
But why the cat? Why not Dad? Why am I seeing his cat walking around like some kind of monster?
Sometimes our subconscious projects our fears onto familiar objects. The cat represents your connection to your father. Perhaps your mind is trying to tell you something.
What could it be trying to tell me? That I'm going crazy? That I can't even trust my own eyes anymore?
It's telling you that you're struggling with accepting his absence. Your mind is creating scenarios where something familiar becomes unfamiliar. It's a manifestation of how foreign your world feels without him.
That actually makes sense. Everything does feel foreign now, like I'm living in someone else's life.
Dealing with this level of grief is incredibly difficult, Daniel. There's no quick way to return to normal after something so terrible occurs. You just have to get by day until that sense of normality returns by itself. Time heals all wounds, even ones that feel like they will never heal.
I'm trying, Mr. Watson. I really am. But these hallucinations are getting worse, more frequent, more vivid. Last night, I could swear I heard her breathing. Human-like breathing, not the quiet breathing of a cat.
That is quite a severe symptom, I'm afraid. I think we need to take a more comprehensive approach to your treatment.
What do you mean?
Hold on, Daniel. I need to make a quick call. I'm going to get some extra help with this case. Your symptoms are more complex than I initially thought.
Extra help? Like what kind of help?
Just some colleagues who specialize in grief-related psychosis. Nothing to worry about. I want to make sure we're covering all our bases.
I appreciate that. I just want to feel normal again. I want to stop seeing things that aren't there. I want to sleep through the night without worrying about what I might see.
We're going to get through this together, Daniel. I promise you that.
Thank you, Mr. Watson. I don't know where I'd be without your help. Probably completely lost.
It's no problem at all, Daniel. That's what I'm here for. Now I need you to do something for me.
Anything?
I want you to take a photo of Mittens the next time you see her acting strangely, even if you think it's a hallucination. Sometimes having visual evidence can help us understand what's happening.
You want me to photograph my hallucinations?
Just trust me on this one, Daniel. It could be very helpful for your treatment.
Okay, I'll try. Though I'm not sure I'll be brave enough to grab my phone when it happens.
Just do your best. And Daniel?
Yeah?
If these episodes continue to escalate, or if you feel like you might hurt yourself or others, I want you to call me immediately. Day or night. Don't hesitate.
I will. Thank you again. I've got your number saved as my emergency contact. I feel a little better knowing you're looking out for me.
Good. Try to get some rest now. And remember what I said about the photograph.
I'll remember. Talk to you soon.
Take care of yourself. Urgent. We have confirmation. Daniel's case is exactly what we suspected. The Skinwalker is in his house.
Are you certain?
Absolutely. Daniel has been reporting hallucinations of his cat standing upright, walking on two legs, watching him sleep from doorways. All classic Skinwalker behavior.
Jesus Christ, he's been living with one of those things for 3 months?
Yep. Ever since the day his father disappeared, which makes this even more significant because his father's case was the first reported disappearance.
Patient zero, so to speak.
Exactly. Daniel's father, Mr. Hedwick, vanished on March 15th. That was the beginning of everything.
And how many have we lost since then?
47 confirmed missing persons, all within a 50-mile radius. All had pets in their homes at the time of disappearance.
The pattern is undeniable now. Look at this distribution. It's spreading outward from Daniel's location like a disease.
Which is why his case is so crucial. If we can understand how the original Skinwalker operates, we might be able to trace it back to the source.
What's our current theory on how they're spreading?
Based on our research, Skinwalkers are pack hunters. They infiltrate homes by mimicking beloved pets, lower the victim's guard through familiarity, then strike when the victim is most vulnerable.
And after they take the victim?
The Skinwalker remains in the home, continues the deception, attracts more victims through the victim's social network.
That's diabolical. Using our love for our pets against us?
It's the perfect camouflage. Who would suspect their own cat or dog?
Have we made any progress locating the missing persons?
Some thermal imaging detected underground activity, about 2 miles southeast of Daniel's house, but we haven't been able to get close enough to investigate.
Why not?
The area is crawling with what appear to be wild animals, but satellite footage suggests they're not behaving like normal wildlife.
More Skinwalkers?
Almost certainly. We believe they're guarding something, possibly where they're keeping the victims.
So Daniel's Skinwalker could be our key to finding everyone, including his father.
That's the hope, but we need to be extremely careful. Daniel has no idea what he's dealing with. He thinks he's having a mental breakdown.
Are we going to tell him the truth?
Not yet. If he panics, the Skinwalker might eliminate him immediately, or worse, relocate before we can track it.
What's the plan then?
I'm going to Daniel's house tomorrow, scheduled it as a home visit for his therapy. I'll observe the creature firsthand, try to determine its behavior.
That's incredibly dangerous. You'll be alone with both Daniel and the Skinwalker.
I've dealt with them before. As long as I don't threaten it directly, it should maintain its cover. They prefer to avoid confrontation when possible.
What if it attacks?
I'll be armed with the sonic disruptor, and I'll have the emergency beacon. If things go south, you'll know immediately.
How close do you need to get?
Close enough to confirm species identification. Get photos if possible. Maybe collect tissue samples if the opportunity arises.
Tissue samples from a living Skinwalker? That's suicide.
Not if I'm smart about it. Hair or skin cells from surfaces it's contacted. Anything that could help us understand their biology.
What should Keller and I be doing?
Stay on standby. Monitor all communications. If I send the distress signal, come in hot.
Armed response?
Whatever it takes. Daniel's life depends on this mission succeeding, and potentially the lives of all 47 missing persons.
Have you considered what happens if Daniel's Skinwalker is the alpha, the one controlling the others?
That's a possibility we have to face. If his father's disappearance triggered this outbreak, then his Skinwalker could be the source.
Which would make Daniel's house ground zero, the most dangerous place any of us could go.
I'm aware of the risks, but we're running out of time. 3 more people went missing last night.
Who?
The Morrison family, husband, wife, and their teenage daughter, all vanished between midnight and 6 a.m.
Jesus, did they have pets?
2 cats and a golden retriever. All 3 animals are still in the house, acting completely normal according to the neighbors.
I drove by the Morrison house this morning. You can see the pets in the windows. They look perfectly ordinary.
That's what makes them so dangerous. Perfect mimicry, until they don't need to hide anymore.
How much time do you think we have?
Based on the acceleration, maybe 2 weeks before they stop being subtle. Maybe less.
What happens then?
Full-scale hunting. No more pretending to be pets. They'll start taking people in broad daylight.
We need to move faster. Maybe bring in more agents.
No, too many people will spook them. They'll scatter and we'll lose our chance. This has to be surgical.
When are you meeting with Daniel?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. I told him I wanted to see his living environment. Standard procedure for his type of therapy.
And if the Skinwalker recognizes you as a threat,
Then we'll know immediately, and you two better be ready to extract me.
We'll be in position by 1:30 p.m. Unmarked van 2 blocks away. Full tactical gear and heavy weapons.
Good. I want snipers on the surrounding rooftops too, in case it tries to escape.
roger that. I'll coordinate with the tactical team tonight. What's your cover story if Daniel asks about backup?
Routine security for high-risk home visits. Standard protocol, he won't question.
And if we have to breach the house?
Assume Daniel is compromised. Your priority is neutralizing the target. Saving Daniel is secondary.
Understood, though I hope it doesn't come to that.
So do I. But we have to be realistic about what we're facing. These things are killing machines.
This was taken outside the Morrison house at 3:17 a.m., 3 hours before the family was reported missing.
How big would you estimate that is?
Based on the doorframe reference, at least 6 feet long, probably 200 plus pounds.
That's no house cat. That's something else entirely.
Which is why tomorrow is so critical. We need to know what we're really dealing with. And Daniel's Skinwalker has had 3 months to mature.
Any final preparations you need?
Just your prayers, and keep your phones on. If something goes wrong, I won't have time for long explanations.
We've got your back, Watson. Both Ross and I will be ready for anything.
Good luck tomorrow. And for God's sake, be careful.
I will. 47 lives are counting on this mission. I won't let them down.
Guys, I think I've totally lost the plot. I'm lying in bed right now and I swear I'm seeing things again. But this time it feels so real.
Oh, Daniel, what's happening now?
Dude, are you okay? You sound really shaken up.
We're here for you, Daniel. Tell us what's going on.
It's Mittens again. She's standing in the corner of my room, just standing there on 2 legs, staring at me, not making a sound.
Daniel, honey, you know that's not real, right? It's your grief playing tricks on you.
Yeah, man, cats don't stand on 2 legs. That's physically not possible.
How long have you been seeing this?
About 10 minutes now. She hasn't moved, just keeps staring. Her eyes are reflecting the light from my phone.
This is really concerning, Daniel. Have you been taking your medication?
Yes, I've been taking everything Mr. Watson prescribed, but it's getting worse, not better.
I feel so bad for you, man. We all know how much your dad meant to you, losing him like that. It's no wonder your mind is struggling.
Your dad was like a second father to all of us growing up. Remember how he used to make us those elaborate treasure hunts in your backyard? And how he'd always have extra snacks ready when we came over after school?
He was such a good man, always so patient with us kids, even when we were being total monsters.
That's what makes this so hard. He was everything to me, and now my brain is just breaking down. I can't even trust my own eyes anymore.
You're not broken, Daniel. You're just processing something horrific. No one expects you to be okay right now.
We're going to get through this together. All of us. You're not alone in this.
Have you talked to Mr. Watson about these episodes getting more vivid?
Yeah, he's actually coming over tomorrow for a home visit. He said he wants to observe my living environment. I think he's worried about me. Oh God, it just moved!
Excuse me?
It tilted its head, but not like how cats normally do. It twisted its head completely to the side, like an owl. This is not normal cat behavior, even for a hallucination.
Daniel, you need to try to calm down. Focus on your breathing, in and out, slowly.
Maybe you should call Mr. Watson right now. This sounds like a severe episode.
I can't stand this anymore. I think I need to get rid of Mittens. She's making me go even more delusional.
Daniel, you can't get rid of your dad's cat. She's all you have left of him. You said so yourself.
Maybe just for a few days, until you get your medication adjusted.
No. It just did it again. The head thing. But this time it went all the way around. 360 degrees. That's not physically possible. Even for a hallucination that shouldn't be possible.
Dude, that's definitely not real. Heads don't rotate 360 degrees. Not on any living creature.
Your mind is creating these terrible scenarios. That's how you know it's not real.
Daniel, if you really think you're seeing this, take a picture. If it's a hallucination, nothing will show up in the photo. That might help ground you back in reality.
That's actually a really good idea. Visual proof that it's not there.
Yes, take a photo right now. We'll help you through this.
You're right. That's a good idea. If I take a photo and nothing's there, I'll know I'm just losing it, and I can try to get some sleep. Okay, I'm going to turn on my camera. She's still standing there, still staring at me. Here goes nothing.
We're here with you, Daniel.
Just take the photo, man.
It's going to be okay.
What the hell is that? Daniel, what is that thing?
That's not a cat. Cats don't stand like that.
Oh my God, Daniel, get out of there. Get out right now.
That is absolutely horrifying. The way it's just standing there, like a person in a catsuit.
Boot it out the window, right now. That thing is not natural.
Daniel, please tell us you're getting out of that room. Please tell us you're running.
What kind of creature stands like that? That's not normal animal behavior. That's something else entirely.
I'm calling the police. This isn't a mental health issue anymore. This is something real and dangerous.
Call animal control too, or someone who deals with wild animals, because that is definitely not a house cat.
Daniel, are you still there? Please respond. Tell us you're okay.
Daniel, answer us.
Guys, it just spoke.
Devastating news. Daniel is gone. I just arrived at his house to find police already here. He disappeared sometime last night.
Jesus Christ, what happened?
Are you certain it was the Skinwalker?
Has to be. His bedroom window was found open. No signs of forced entry anywhere else. Neighbors heard nothing. Classic abduction pattern.
Any witnesses?
None. But I managed to get access to the scene. I'm in his bedroom right now.
What's the situation there?
Police think he had a mental breakdown and wandered off. They're treating it as a missing person case, not a crime scene.
That works in our favor. Are you finding anything they missed?
I'm searching for the cat first. If the Skinwalker abandoned this location, we need to know. But there's no sign of any animal anywhere in the house.
Completely gone?
No litter box, no food bowls, no pet supplies at all. It's like the cat never existed.
But we know it did. Daniel was just talking about it yesterday.
Exactly, which means it completed its mission and moved on. Wait, I found something.
What is it?
Single droplet of blood in the corner of Daniel's bedroom, where he said he saw the cat standing.
Daniel's blood?
Unknown, but this changes everything. I'm collecting it for analysis.
Why is that significant?
Because in all 47 previous disappearances, we've never found a single drop of blood. These abductions were always completely clean.
So what made Daniel's different?
That's what I need to figure out. This suggests the victims don't just vanish peacefully. They're taken by violent force. But something about Daniel's case triggered a more aggressive response.
Maybe he fought back?
Possibly, or maybe he did something to anger the creature. Let me check his room more thoroughly.
Looking for what?
Any clues about his final hours? Something that might explain the blood. Hold on. Found his phone.
Where?
Under his bed. Still powered on. Screen is cracked, but functional.
Can you access it?
No lock screen. I'm looking at his recent activity now. This is incredible.
What are you seeing?
His last actions in chronological order. Most recent first. 11:47 p.m. Started to dial 911. Call was never completed.
He was trying to call police.
11:45 p.m. Group message saying it just spoke. 11:43 p.m. Sent a photo to his friends. 11:41 p.m. Group chat about seeing the cat in his room.
He was talking to friends when it happened?
Right up until the end. And look at this photo he sent them.
Holy hell. That is definitely not a normal cat.
The way it's standing, that's pure nightmare fuel.
This photo changes everything. Daniel photographed the Skinwalker in its active hunting state. With flash photography,
You think the flash triggered it?
I think Daniel pissed it off by taking this picture. That's why there's blood this time. The creature became aggressive.
But why would a camera flash matter?
Because these things are light sensitive. Think about it. They only hunt at night. They hide in dark corners. Bright light must be painful or damaging to them.
Light sensitivity suggests what?
Underground origin, these creatures evolved in complete darkness. Caves, tunnels, deep underground chambers.
That explains the thermal readings we detected. Underground activity southeast of here.
Exactly. And it explains why they're such perfect mimics. They've been studying surface animals from below, learning to copy them perfectly.
Daniel may have just cracked this case wide open.
I need you both to start searching immediately. Every sewer entrance within a 10-mile radius, every cave entrance, every tunnel system, anything that leads underground.
What are we looking for specifically?
Evidence of recent activity, unusual animal tracks, disturbed earth around entrances, and bring UV lights.
UV lights?
If these things are light sensitive, UV might reveal traces they leave behind. Blood, saliva, shed skin cells.
What about you?
I'm sending this blood sample to the lab for emergency analysis. If it's Daniel's blood, we know he was injured during the abduction. If it's not human blood,
Then we know these things can be hurt.
and if they can be hurt, they can be killed.
I'm already pulling up sewer system maps. There are dozens of access points in this area.
Start with the ones closest to Daniel's house. Work your way outward and stay in constant communication.
Should we go in armed?
Full tactical gear. These things are stronger than normal animals. And now, we know they're aggressive when threatened.
What about backup?
I'm calling the higher-ups as soon as we finish here. Daniel's photo is proof these things exist. No more working in the shadows.
About time. This is too big for just the three of us.
One more thing, I'm documenting everything in this room. The way the window was opened, the positioning of furniture. This might tell us how they extract their victims.
Anything useful?
Window was opened from the inside. No damage to the frame or glass. Either Daniel opened it himself, or the creature has human-level dexterity.
Or Daniel was conscious and cooperating, maybe under some kind of influence.
Mind control isn't out of the question. We don't know the full extent of their abilities.
That's a terrifying thought. How do you fight something that can control minds?
One problem at a time. First, we find their base of operations. Then, we figure out how to fight them.
Starting our search now. First location is the storm drain 2 blocks south.
Lock in down there. If you encounter any of these things, do not engage alone. Fall back and call for immediate backup.
Understood. What's your ETA on the blood analysis?
Lab promised results within 6 hours. I'm driving there personally to ensure priority processing.
And then?
Then we brief the task force commanders. Show them Daniel's photo. Get authorization for a full-scale operation.
Finally. No more pretending these are just missing person cases.
Daniel's sacrifice won't be in vain. We're going to find him, and we're going to end this nightmare.
Starting descent into first tunnel now. Radio check.
Copy that. Stay safe down there, and remember, UV lights at the first sign of anything unusual.
Did you guys see the news? Daniel is officially missing. They're treating it as a police case now.
I just saw it on Channel 7. They're calling it a mental health crisis disappearance, but we know better.
The police already came to interview me this morning. They asked about his mental state and about that group chat from last night.
Same here. Detective Morrison wanted to know everything about Daniel's behavior lately, about what he was saying in our messages.
Did you tell them about the cat? About that horrifying photo he sent us?
Of course I did. I told them Daniel wasn't having hallucinations. That thing in the photo was real, standing on 2 legs like some kind of monster.
What did they say?
They looked at me like I was crazy, said grief can cause group delusions, that we're all feeding into each other's paranoia.
Group delusions my ass. We all saw that photo. That wasn't a normal cat. That was something else entirely.
Did you tell them about Daniel saying it spoke, right before he went silent?
Yes, I told them everything. How he said it just spoke and then never responded again. How his messages just stopped mid-conversation.
And?
They said it supports their theory, that Daniel was having a complete mental breakdown, that he probably wandered off in a confused state.
But what about the photo? How do they explain that?
Detective Chen said it was probably digital manipulation, that Daniel edited the image to make the cat look upright, as part of his psychotic episode.
That's ridiculous. Daniel barely knows how to use Instagram filters, let alone sophisticated photo editing.
We need to find out what that thing actually was. If there's any chance Daniel is still alive, we have to help him.
But how? The police won't listen to us. They think we're all crazy?
Maybe we should do our own investigation. Start with Daniel's house. See if we can find any clues the police missed.
That's actually not a bad idea. The police are treating this like a mental health case. They're not looking for evidence of an actual creature.
What kind of creature, though? I've been thinking about this all night. What could mimic a cat so perfectly, but also stand upright and speak?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's dangerous, and it took our best friend.
We should research similar cases. See if other people have reported strange pet behavior before disappearing.
Good idea. I'll check missing person reports from the past few months. See if I can find something useful.
Wait, guys, I think I'm in trouble.
What's wrong?
I just looked outside. In my backyard, I saw something by the fence.
What kind of something?
A cat, but it was staring at me. And then it ducked below the fence line, like it didn't want to be seen.
That's probably just a normal neighborhood cat. You're on edge because of what happened to Daniel.
No, you don't understand. My fence is 6 feet tall. For me to see its face above the fence, the rest of its body would have to be at least 6 feet tall.
That's impossible. No cat is 6 feet tall.
Laura, are you absolutely sure about what you saw?
Look at this fence. It comes up to my shoulders when I'm standing next to it, and I'm 5'4", so it's definitely 6 feet.
And you saw a cat's head above that?
Clear as day. Orange tabby. Just like Mittens. Same markings, same green eyes.
Oh my good God. Laura, You need to get out of there, right now.
I think it's the same thing that took Daniel. I think I'm the next target.
Do you have anyone who can come over? Family? Other friends?
My parents are out of town until Sunday. I'm home alone all week. That's probably why it chose me.
Call the police immediately. Tell them there's an intruder in your yard.
And say what? That a 6-foot-tall cat is stalking me? They already think we're delusional.
Then don't mention the cat part. Just say you saw someone suspicious, peering over your fence.
That's smart. Get them to send a patrol car. At least you'll have protection.
Okay, I'm calling 911 now. Stay on the chat with me, though. I don't want to be alone if that thing comes back.
We're not going anywhere. Keep us updated on everything.
Status update. Have you found anything underground yet?
Negative. We've searched 17 different entry points. Storm drains, utility tunnels, subway maintenance shafts.
All came up empty. No unusual activity or evidence. No tracks, no disturbed earth, nothing.
What about natural formations? Caves, sinkholes, anything geological?
We've checked every known cave system within a 15-mile radius, brought in spelunking equipment and UV lights, found some bat colonies and mineral deposits, but no sign of skinwalkers.
The State Geological Survey gave us complete maps. We've been thorough, Watson. If there's something underground here, it's well hidden.
Damn it. I know I'm right about this. The light sensitivity proves they're from underground. We're just missing something obvious.
Maybe they're deeper than we thought, below the natural cave systems.
Possible, but they need access to the surface to hunt. There has to be entry points we're not seeing.
What about abandoned mine shafts? This area had some small mining operations in the 1800s.
Good thinking. Pull the historical records. See if there are any forgotten tunnels or shafts.
Already on it, contacting the local historical society now. But Watson, there's something else.
What?
We got word from the police today about another incident.
Another disappearance?
Not yet, but possibly soon. A girl called 911 this afternoon. Said she saw what she described as a 6-foot-tall cat standing behind her fence watching her house.
6 feet tall? That matches the Morrison house footage. Where does this girl live?
That's the interesting part. Her house backs up directly to the state forest, about 3 miles southeast of Daniel's location.
The same direction as our thermal readings. What's her name?
Laura Chen, 19 years old, college student. Lives alone while her parents are out of town. Perfect victim profile.
Is she one of Daniel's friends?
According to the police report, yes. She was in the group chat the night Daniel disappeared. She saw the photo he took.
Police think she's having copycat delusions, brought on by witnessing her friend's breakdown.
But we know better. The Skinwalkers are targeting Daniel's social network, using his connections to find new victims.
Makes sense. They probably learned about his friends through observation, or by accessing his phone while he was captive.
Focus all search efforts on the woods behind Laura's house. If a 6-foot Skinwalker was spotted there, their base of operations has to be nearby.
What's the address?
Get it from the police report. Then dig up that entire section of forest if you have to. Use ground-penetrating radar if necessary.
That's a lot of ground to cover. The state forest covers several thousand acres.
Then bring in more teams. This is our best lead, and Laura could be taken at any moment.
Should we put her under protection?
The police won't authorize it based on her statement. They think she's delusional. We need to find the source first.
This is Laura's location. Her property line extends about 50 yards into the tree line. Perfect hunting ground for these things.
Look at that terrain, rolling hills, natural depressions, plenty of places to hide underground entrances.
Starting our approach from the north side, we'll work our way toward her house systematically.
Good. And keep your UV lights ready. If these things shed biological material, we'll find it.
What about Laura herself? Should we try to make contact?
Not directly, we can't blow our cover, but position yourselves where you can respond quickly if needed.
Roger that. How's the blood analysis coming?
Results should be in within the hour, but regardless of what it shows, we need to escalate this immediately.
Escalate how?
It's time the government warned the public. These things are too dangerous to keep secret. People need to know what they're dealing with.
You're talking about going public? That's a massive decision.
48 people are missing, that we know of. This could be happening in other cities too. We can't contain this anymore.
The panic alone could cause more problems. Mass hysteria, people abandoning their pets.
Better than people getting abducted by monsters. At least if they know what to look for, they can protect themselves.
What kind of public warning are you thinking?
Emergency broadcast system. Clear instructions on how to identify skinwalkers, how to avoid them, what to do if you encounter one.
That's assuming we understand their weaknesses.
We know they're light sensitive. That's a start. Bright lights, camera flashes, UV exposure, could be defensive weapons.
What about their hunting methods? How they select victims?
They target people with strong emotional attachments to pets, especially those dealing with loss or grief. They exploit our love for animals.
Watson, we found something. Claw marks in the soil about 200 yards behind Laura's house. These are fresh.
How fresh?
Within the last 24 hours, the edges of the scratches are still sharp. No erosion from weather.
Size of the claws?
Much larger than any normal cat. These gouges are almost 3 inches deep. Whatever made them has significant strength.
Keep following that trail and document everything you find. This could be evidence of their movement style.
There's more. We're picking up a foul smell, getting stronger as we move deeper into the woods.
What kind of smell?
Decomposition, but not normal animal decay. Something else mixed in. Chemical, almost sulfurous.
That could be their scent marking or waste products. Follow it, but maintain safe distance.
Copy that. We're about to enter a natural ravine. The smell is strongest here.
I'm drafting the public warning now. Can't wait for full authorization. People need to know immediately.
What's the message going to say?
Basic survival information. If your pet exhibits unusual behavior, standing upright, watching you sleep, speaking, get to a well-lit public area immediately. Do not attempt to confront the creature.
And if they're already being stalked?
UV lights, camera flashes, anything with intense brightness. Make noise, call for help. These things prefer isolated victims.
We're approaching the ravine now. The smell is almost overwhelming, and we're seeing more claw marks leading down into the depression.
Be extremely cautious. If you find their nest, do not engage. Call for immediate tactical support.
Understood. But Watson, if we find Daniel and the others down there, and they're still alive,
then we save as many as we can. But your safety comes first. We can't help anyone if we become victims too.
Going radio silent for stealth approach. Next contact in 30 minutes.
Good luck, and remember, if things go wrong, get out fast. We'll carpet bomb the entire area if necessary.
Things have been absolutely wild over the past few days. Ever since I called the police about that thing in my yard, my backyard has basically become ground zero for some kind of massive operation.
What do you mean?
Agents everywhere, not regular cops. Federal agents or something. They've been searching the woods behind my house nonstop.
Agents? Like FBI?
I don't know exactly what kind, but they have serious equipment, ground-penetrating radar, excavation tools. They've been digging up huge sections of the forest.
Looking for what?
That's what I want to know. They've uprooted entire trees, created these massive holes in the ground, but they haven't found anything yet.
Why would they mobilize federal agents for a 6-foot cat sighting? Unless
they know something we don't about what these things actually are.
This was taken this morning. They've basically turned the woods into a construction site.
Holy crap, Laura. That's a major operation. Not just a few cops checking things out.
They definitely know more than they're telling us. The question is, why are they digging underground?
I've been thinking about that, and I think I figured it out.
What's your theory?
Remember when Daniel took that photo of his cat standing upright? He used the flash.
Yeah, and right after that it spoke to him, and then he disappeared.
Exactly. The flash triggered it, made it aggressive, which means these things are sensitive to bright light.
And if they're light sensitive, that means they evolved in darkness.
Underground, that's why they're digging. They think these things come from below.
It makes perfect sense. Creatures that live in caves or tunnels, they'd be perfectly adapted to mimic surface animals, but bright light would hurt them.
Which explains why they only hunt at night, and why they hide in dark corners.
God, this is terrifying. How many of these things could be out there?
I don't know, but based on the size of this operation, it's bigger than just Daniel's case.
Emergency message from the Department of Domestic Safety. Please stay calm and listen carefully.
Who is this? How did you get in our chat?
EBS? Like emergency broadcast system?
Is this real?
We are receiving many reports about strange behavior in house cats. This warning is serious. Do not ignore it.
Oh my goodness, they're actually broadcasting about this. It's real.
They're talking about exactly what Daniel experienced.
The government is actually warning people?
Some cats have started standing on two legs. Not for a second. Not like a trick. They stand still, upright, like people, and they don't stop.
That's exactly what Daniel saw, standing in the corner of his room, just staring at him.
For 10 minutes. He said it didn't move for 10 minutes.
This is giving me chills. They know exactly what these things do.
If your cat does this, do not touch it. Do not talk to it. Do not look it in the eyes. At first, they just stand. That's all.
Don't look it in the eyes? Why would that matter?
Maybe that's how they know you've noticed them. Like predators in the wild.
Daniel said its eyes were reflecting light. In that photo, maybe eye contact triggers hunting behavior.
But then, they start turning their heads slowly, to far farther than a neck should turn. People who see this often freeze. They feel watched. And they are.
Jesus Christ, Daniel mentioned the head turning. 360 degrees, he said.
That's not physically possible for any normal animal. These things definitely aren't cats.
And people freeze when they see it? That explains why Daniel couldn't move. He was too scared to get up.
Do not follow your cat if it walks into another room. Let it go. Close the door behind it.
Don't follow it, but that's what people would naturally do. Check on their pet.
That must be how they lure victims, into isolated areas where they can attack.
Daniel's bedroom door was open when they found him missing. Maybe he followed it somewhere.
If it disappears and shows up somewhere else, do not react. Acting like you noticed seems to make it worse.
Make it worse? How? More aggressive?
Probably. Like Daniel taking that photo. That's when it became violent.
So these things want to remain undetected as long as possible until they're ready to strike.
We believe that when a cat stands, it becomes something else. It is no longer your pet. It is not a cat anymore.
It becomes something else? What does that mean exactly?
Maybe they shed their disguise, reveal their true form.
Or maybe the standing is just the beginning of their hunting sequence, like they're preparing to attack.
This message will repeat every hour. Until then, stay safe, stay quiet, and if your cat stands on two legs, hide.
Hide where? If it's in your house, where can you go?
Somewhere with bright lights, based on what we know about light sensitivity.
Public places, around other people. These things probably avoid crowds.
This whole situation is absolutely mental. A week ago, we were worried about Daniel's mental health. Now the government is broadcasting warnings about monster cats.
At least now we know we weren't crazy. That photo Daniel sent was real. Those things are actually out there.
And our best friend is somewhere being held by them. If he's still alive,
he has to be. Why else would they take him? There has to be a reason.
Wait, do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Alarms coming from outside.
What kind of alarms?
Emergency alarms. All the agents are running toward the woods. With weapons drawn, something big is happening.
They found something.
Or something found them.
Watson, we found it. Massive hole in the ground, hidden beneath leaf covering.
The covering wasn't natural. It was sewn together skin and mud mixed with blood. Kept the leaves stuck to it like camouflage.
Finally, how big is the opening?
About 8 feet in diameter. Goes straight down into darkness. We can smell that sulfurous scent coming from below. Much stronger now.
And we're hearing sounds. Not animal sounds. Something else. Like machinery or breathing.
I'm heading to your location now. ETA 15 minutes. Do not go down there without me.
Copy that. We're securing the perimeter. But Watson, this thing goes deep. We dropped a flare and couldn't see the bottom.
How deep are we talking?
At least 200 feet. Maybe more. This isn't just a tunnel. This is a complex underground structure.
Listen carefully. I need you both to implement full town lockdown. Right now,
Lockdown?
block every road in and out of town. Set up checkpoints. Things are about to heat up dramatically. We cannot let these creatures escape.
What about the civilians?
Keep them indoors. Tell them it's a gas leak emergency. Whatever works. But no one leaves town until this is over.
Roger that. I'll take the north and west exits.
I'll handle south and east. Should have roadblocks up within the hour.
Good. I'm bringing a full tactical team down into that hole. Body cameras on everyone. We need to know what we're dealing with.
And if you find the missing people?
Then we extract them. All of them. This ends tonight.
Take your shotgun though, okay?
I'm taking my entire armory. If there's a nest of these things below, we're going in prepared for war.
Good luck.
Keep those roads blocked no matter what. Even if you see federal vehicles trying to leave. Nobody leaves until I give the all clear. Status on the lockdown?
North and west perimeters are sealed. 3 checkpoints established. No traffic in or out.
South and east are locked down tight. Told everyone there's a hazmat situation. They're staying indoors.
Perfect. The crew is going down now. I'm watching everything on the command monitors.
What are you seeing?
The walls aren't normal. They're made of flesh and dirt, like a massive artery or digestive tract.
That's horrifying. Are they moving?
Slightly pulsing, like they're alive. The crew is descending slowly. Depth is now about 50 feet.
Any sign of the creatures?
Not yet, but there's evidence everywhere. Claw marks in the walls. Strange organic material coating everything. Wait. They're seeing something new.
What is it?
Branch tunnels starting to appear on all sides. Different sizes, leading in all directions.
Like a subway system?
More like a hive. The team leader is noting no stairs or ladders. These creatures must climb directly up the walls.
How many tunnels are we talking about?
Dozens, maybe more. This network could extend for miles underground.
Jesus Christ, how long have they been building this?
Years, possibly decades. This isn't a recent development. This is an established colony.
What's the depth now?
150 feet and still descending. The tunnel is opening up ahead, getting wider.
Are they still following the main shaft?
Yes, but it's changing. The walls are becoming more elaborate, almost architectural, like they were deliberately constructed.
Constructed by what?
That's what we're about to find out. The team is reaching the bottom now. Holy crap!
What? What are you seeing?
It's a temple, a massive underground temple, and there are people everywhere.
Alive?
Yes, they're alive. All of them chained to posts around the temple, with tubes connected directly into their bodies.
Tubes for what?
Blood extraction. The tubes are all leading toward the center of the temple, toward something massive.
The Queen?
Has to be. I can see part of it through the temple structure. It's enormous, easily the size of a small building.
Can you see Daniel?
The camera operator is scanning the victims now, looking for familiar faces. There are at least 50 people down there, maybe more behind the temple.
All being used as blood sources?
That's exactly what this is, a feeding operation. These creatures have been harvesting humans to feed whatever that thing is in the center.
How long can people survive like that?
Depends on how much blood they're taking. But based on what I'm seeing, some of these victims have been here for months.
Including Daniel's father?
Possibly. The camera is getting closer to the victims now. I can see their faces more clearly. Wait, I think I see him. It's Mr. Hedwick, Daniel's father. He's alive, but barely conscious.
After all this time?
They're keeping them alive deliberately. Just weak enough not to fight back, but alive enough to keep producing blood.
This is monstrous.
And now, it's a rescue mission. Every single one of these people needs to be extracted, including Daniel if he's down there.
Can you see him?
Still searching. The temple area is huge. There could be more victims on the other side.
What's the extraction plan?
First, we need to neutralize the Queen, then cut the feeding tubes, then get everyone to the surface as quickly as possible.
What about the other skinwalkers?
That's the problem. I can see movement in the shadows around the temple. We're not alone down there. This is about to become a war zone.
How many hostiles?
Unknown, but based on the number of branch tunnels, potentially dozens, maybe more.
Are you proceeding with the assault?
We have to. These people have suffered long enough, and we may never get another chance like this.
What do you need from us?
Keep those roads blocked, no matter what happens if we fail down here. You two are the last line of defense.
Understood. We won't let anything escape.
I'm ordering the assault to begin now. Wish us luck. We're going to need it. I have a plan. The crew just returned from their reconnaissance. We've got intel on the entire underground structure.
What's the situation down there?
Dozens of skinwalkers, all clustered around the temple area, protecting the Queen and the feeding operation.
Can we take them in direct combat?
Not in their home territory. Too many tunnels, too many escape routes. They know every inch of that cave system. We'd be slaughtered.
Then what's the plan?
We lure them out, all of them, into our kill zone on the surface.
How do we do that?
I'm going down there myself, going to make enough noise to wake the dead. Draw every single creature up through that entrance, where 50 armed agents will be waiting.
That's suicide, Watson. You'll never make it out alive.
I'm not stupid. I've got an escape plan. Winch system rigged in the trees above the entrance. I come up fast, they follow me up. Then, I'm shooting down at them from above, while the ground teams light them up.
What about the underground victims? Daniel and his father?
Once all the skinwalkers are dead, it's a simple extraction operation. No resistance left to stop us.
And the Queen?
Based on what we observed, that thing is too fat and bloated to move. Once we clear the tunnels, we can study it, or just put it out of its misery.
Are you certain about this plan?
It's the only way. We can't risk a prolonged underground battle. Too many variables, too much danger. This ends it quickly and decisively.
When do we move?
Right now, all teams are in position around the entrance, 50 yards back. Overlapping fields of fire, every angle covered.
What's our signal?
When you see me come up that hole, open fire immediately. Don't wait for confirmation. Just shoot everything that follows me up.
Roger that. All teams have been briefed. Everyone knows the plan.
I'm heading down now. Radio silence until extraction. If something goes wrong down there, seal the entrance and bomb the entire area.
Don't even think like that. You're coming back up with Daniel and his father.
I'll message you once I'm in position. Then, when I'm ready to make noise, then hopefully again when this is all over.
Good luck, Watson. Bring our people home.
I'm down in the cave. This place is even more horrifying up close. The smell alone is overwhelming.
Status on the hostiles?
I can see them clearly now. They're not just wearing animal skins. They're actively skinning fresh kills, putting on the flesh like clothing.
That's revolting.
And as they put the skins on, their bodies actually morph to match, shape-shifting into perfect replicas.
Jesus Christ. How many are we dealing with?
At least 30 in the main chamber, more moving through the side tunnels, all different sizes, some as small as house cats, others the size of large dogs.
What about the victims?
I can see Daniel. He looks malnourished, but alive, conscious but barely responsive.
And his father?
There's an older man chained next to him. Has to be Mr. Hedwick. Been here for months by the look of him, but still breathing.
Can you reach them?
Not yet. Too many hostiles between me and the victims. But once I draw them away, the extraction team will have clear access.
Are you ready to proceed?
Setting up the flare now. This is going to bring every creature in this place running. Make sure your teams are ready.
All positions confirmed. 53 agents with clear sightlines. The moment you emerge, we open fire.
The winch system is connected. I'll be coming up fast, then shooting down at them from the tree line.
We see the cable. Everything's ready on our end.
End this nightmare, Watson.
Firing the flare now. Here they come. Fire! I'm out of the hole.
Engaging targets. Multiple hostiles emerging.
Firing on all sides. They're coming up fast.
Keep shooting. More coming behind them.
These things are huge. Some are 8 feet tall.
Concentrated fire on the large ones.
Got visual from the trees. 30. Plus hostiles on the surface, engaging with shotgun from above.
They're trying to scatter. Don't let them reach the tree line.
Forming containment perimeter. No escapes.
Targets are down. All visible hostiles eliminated.
Cease fire. Checking for survivors.
Sweeping the perimeter. No movement detected.
Any more coming out of the hole?
Negative. Entrance has been clear for 3 minutes.
I count 37 dead hostiles. All reduced to bloody pulp. Nothing's moving.
Outstanding. The extermination mission is a complete success. No skinwalkers survived.
What about the underground area?
Extraction teams are suiting up now, going down to retrieve the victims, including Daniel and his father.
Medical team standing by?
Ambulances are en route. These people are going to need intensive care, months of captivity and blood loss, but they're going to survive.
And the Queen?
That's our next priority. Once all victims are safely extracted, we're going back down to deal with that thing.
Study it or kill it?
Both. Extract tissue samples first. Learn everything we can about these creatures, then put it out of its misery.
Mission status.
Mission accomplished. The nightmare is over. 48 people are coming home, and these monsters will never hurt anyone again.
Hell of a job, Watson. Hell of a job.
Couldn't have done it without you two. Now, let's bring our people home.
I still can't believe this all actually happened. Like, I genuinely thought I was losing my mind, and it turns out everything I saw was real.
Your instincts were correct from the beginning. You knew something wasn't right about that creature.
I feel so bad for doubting you, Daniel. When you said you saw your cat standing upright, we all thought you were having a breakdown.
To be fair, who would believe that? Standing cats that are actually underground monsters?
But that photo you took saved everyone. If you hadn't captured proof, no one would have taken it seriously.
Mr. Watson, I still can't wrap my head around this. You were my psychiatrist for months, and the whole time you were actually an undercover federal agent?
I know it's a lot to process, but when cases like this emerge, we have to embed ourselves in the community to understand what we're dealing with.
Mr. Watson, I owe you my life. If you hadn't found us when you did, I don't think I would have lasted much longer.
How are you feeling, Mr. Hedwick? Physically, I mean.
Better every day. The doctors say I'll make a full recovery, but the memories, those will take longer to heal.
Dad, you don't have to talk about it if you're not ready.
No, I think talking helps. Being down there for months, watching that thing feed off us, the sounds it made.
The important thing is you're safe now, both of you.
Mr. Hedwick, how did you survive down there so long?
They kept us weak but alive, fed us scraps of animal carcasses, just enough to keep our blood production going. It was systematic.
That's horrifying, like some kind of twisted farm.
How many other people were down there with you?
47 others when Daniel arrived. Some had been there even longer than me. We all thought we were going to die in that place.
Dad, I'm so sorry I couldn't find you sooner. I searched everywhere, called the police every day.
Son, you did everything right. You even managed to expose what that thing really was. You're the reason we're all alive.
That's absolutely true. Without Daniel's photograph proving these creatures existed, we never would have gotten authorization for the operation.
What about that emergency broadcast system warning? That scared the hell out of us.
That was part of a nationwide alert. We discovered similar incidents in 12 other states, all connected to underground networks.
There were more of these things?
Fortunately, most were smaller colonies. Your location had the largest concentration and the most advanced queen specimen.
What are you doing with the queen now? Is it still alive?
It's contained in a secure research facility. We're studying its biology to understand how these creatures evolved, but it can never harm anyone again.
Are there any more of these things out there?
We've eliminated every known colony, but we're maintaining monitoring systems just in case.
I never want to see another cat again. Sorry, Mittens, wherever you really were.
About that, Dad. The real Mittens was found 2 days after you disappeared. She was hiding in Mrs. Patterson's shed next door, scared but unharmed.
So that thing in our house was never actually Mittens.
Never? From the very first day.
The skinwalkers study their targets extensively. They observe pets from underground, learn their behaviors, mannerisms, markings, then replace them when the opportunity arises.
That's so calculated and evil.
Using our love for animals against us.
I'm never going to look at pets the same way again.
You shouldn't have to live in fear. These particular creatures are extinct now. The threat is over.
Mr. Watson, there's something I need to say. Even though you were undercover, you genuinely helped me through the grief. Those therapy sessions meant something.
The therapy was real, Daniel. I am a licensed psychiatrist. That part wasn't an act. I wanted to help you heal.
And because of your work, you saved not just my son, but dozens of other families.
Actually, Daniel saved everyone. That photograph was the key to everything. Without proof of their light sensitivity, we never would have known they were underground creatures.
So we all helped each other in the end.
It's like the worst nightmare with the best possible ending.
Except for the PTSD we'll all have for the rest of our lives.
But we're alive, and that's what matters.
Speaking of, I think we all deserve a dinner together. Come round to our tonight. It'll be nice to eat something that isn't a rotting corpse for once.